morning, iPhone. Welcome to today's vlog. Last night I actually slept okay. I didn't have a great sleep, but considering we're parked on the top of a cliff with water below us, I slept reasonable.
I slept really good because I was like really nice and cold. I slept in my Aerostar jumper.
Isla said she did as well.
I hate sleeping in long sleeve pyjamas. That's why I never buy this.
Not me panicking where Aurora's gone when I've literally just put her in the van. I literally put her in the van. I was like, right, I'm just gonna go grab the camera. I don't know why I'm panicking. It's because I'm used to seeing her around my feet, so when she's not there, I'm like, where's she gone? Anyway,
even when I was in the Arctic, I slept in a t-shirt and shorts because I hate sleeping in long sleeve stuff. I hate it.
I feel like when you're in the mountains though.
jumper.
Yeah, but I feel like, I was about to say, I feel like it's a very clear night last night. And we've been used to such hot temperatures, and we're so high up in the mountains. I feel like it just makes for a colder night.
I slept in my Aerostar hoodie and it was so snuggly and nice.
I put my dummy dummies in the biscuit bag because
Did you?
To go.
Cheeky boy. But yeah, for anybody that knows me, that watches our channel, I can't sleep when we're parked somewhere like this. Like last night, it took me about 40 minutes to say, okay, I'm happy with how the van's parked. And I was like, no, move it over this way. No, move it back that way. Honestly, I am a nightmare, and I will admit to that. I just have this irrational fear that somehow the van's going to start moving and we're going to fall over the edge. I know it's ridiculous, but I can't help it. Like, I can't relax in bed knowing that we're so close to the edge of a cliff, and this is some cliff. Let me show you guys. In fact, the only thing that made me comfortable to sleep last night was me making Chris turning the wheels like this. So I don't know if you can tell, the wheels are slightly angled that way so that we'd crash into that. So that if we did somehow move forward, we'd only be hitting that, and that made me feel better. If it was up to Chris, then he would be parked there. That is a firm no for me. And I don't care how nice the view is, I don't care how beautiful it's going to be when we wake up the next morning, I don't care. There's not a chance you would ever find me sleeping on the edge of a cliff like that. And I know so many van lifers do it, and it's one of the beauties about van life. It is one of the beauties of van life, but it's just not for me. It's not for me. Anyway, as beautiful and gorgeous as this place looks, and don't get me wrong, it is absolutely stunning, I hate humans for this reason. So I'm just gonna quickly glide over this balloon that Mila almost picked up. Wow.
Alright.
But also, my main point, like, just why? Just why, guys? Like, what is the absolute need in the amount of litter that someone or some people have just come and literally dumped? What?
Mila just did under Johnny.
Let's make you fall. Mila, come over here. I told you not allowed to go near that.
You can't include that, Mum.
Come on. It's not me that put you there.
Oh.
In code, so don't worry, parents. But when we pulled up last night, there was a car parked over there with like all steamed up windows. So it was obviously so they obviously had the heating on in the car. They obviously had the heating on because the windows, because it was really hot in the car. Just a man and a woman in it. And then the second we pulled up,
man's launched out a double.
they basically just quickly drove off. Well, I said they drove off. They didn't. They just moved a bit further down.
They got scared for your accent.
But yeah, so I mean, you know, I'm not passing judgment. You do what you do, don't you? But there's no excuse for the blooming litter, guys. There's no excuse for it.
No.
It's disgusting on every level, and it's quite often that you see things like this in Albania, and obviously now we're in Montenegro, but also in Italy. It was really bad for it in Italy, wasn't it?
It was really bad as well.
Sides of the roads and motorways looked a lot like that, just covered fully. Like, people are just driving, just launching, like, why? Like, just launching stuff out the windows.
Take pride in the planet you live in.
Yeah.
Fools, man.
Yeah, I
Take
mean,
your litter home, put it in the bin.
there's just no excuse for litter. I'm sorry, but there's just not. She's all right, Mila. There's just no excuse for it. Anyway,
And definitely.
That's right, Jay, you should put it in the back of your van.
Don't throw balloons out your car window just because you're scared and you scamper off. Feel me? Don't do that.
there's no point in throwing balloons out. They're not biodegradable.
No.
I mean, maybe they are nowadays. I don't know.
Nah, not.
I don't know.
Not when it's
Just enough now, right? Okay.
Not when it's the 2-in-1.
It's a double, so it's a 2-in-1. So I don't know what's going on there, but what? Right, Mila's asking film me. She's got a chocolate face. Right, go on, Mila. Wow, you've got really good good. Did you tell everybody what we've been looking for this morning and what we found in the grass?
Yeah.
What did we find?
I don't know.
You do. We found what were flying around. What were in the flowers? Are you get? It's okay. It's all right, Mila. It doesn't matter. Jace will tell you. What did we find, Jace?
We find butterflies.
That's right. And what else did we find?
A wasp.
Yeah.
I mean,
A bee.
yeah, a bee.
A bee. And what else were making that noise?
Grasshoppers.
Lots of crickets, grasshoppers. We found loads. We've been searching the grass for them this morning.
We found officers' grass.
Yeah. They were jumping like that, weren't they? Just Aurora trying to get in and out of the van. What are you doing, little woman? She's obsessed with steps. Every 2 minutes she's trying to climb in and out and in and out. You want Mama? Come here then. Careful, Mila.
Mom, this happened like this.
Whoa, that's right. Massive jumps. Also, this guy turned up not early. It's quite late actually this morning. It's about 11, and he's obviously selling loads of local produce or things he's made himself by the looks of it, because they look like recycled jars with like things in, and there's recycled bottles with like olive oil in and things like that. And those little stores are literally all along the roads. There's hundreds of them, absolutely hundreds. What, little woman? What's wrong? What do you want? Say Dada. Say Dada.
See Isla.
No, she wants some. Do you want milkies? That's what she's doing. She's trying to rip my top. Do you want milkies? Yeah. Are you thirsty or hungry? You want Isla? Oh, you love Isla.
I love Raleigh.
Do you want milkies? So cute. About to leave, wondered what the noise was on the floor. Broke the diesel heater driving onto here last night. Nice. So we need to do a quick repair of this. All done and off we go. Halfway through our journey through Montenegro, and it's absolutely beautiful. Mila's just woke up. You had a little nap on the drive, Mila? Yeah? Yeah, so me and the older 3 girls just went into the supermarket just to get some water, some chalky milks, and a few other bits that we needed. And Isabel, the very good big sister she is, picked up a treat for you two.
Okay, we get 1.
How cool is that? Peeky peeky.
And I got you another one. But this is a share. So
it's a share.
So you get 4 and Mila gets 4.
Okay.
Look,
And
look.
you know why this is so cool?
Yeah.
That says
Mila!
Mila. Mila.
It says Mila on it! I'm sorry, but that's just so cute.
It doesn't say Jace, which is annoying, but
It does
that
say
looks like
Mila.
you.
Yeah.
You've got blonde hair like you. And now we've got snacks for the journeys and drinks.
And how kind is Isabel for buying those for you two?
Really kind.
Really kind. What do we say?
Thank you, Isabel.
What do you say, Missy?
Thank you.
Wow.
Jace's voice.
Yeah?
It sounds just like my voice.
Yeah, you got Esme's voice.
Yeah.
Little Aurora's just got out to stretch her legs too. What you eating? Stand. What you eating? What have you got? What? Daddy give you some Smarties? Did Daddy give you Smarties? See, that's okay. I've already had something by the looks of it. I've already had something. So So we're just stretching our legs. Chrissy's setting up the vlog. The plan was to stay in Montenegro tonight. We couldn't remember Montenegro too much from our last trip, even though we did pass through. But it's probably because we did literally just pass straight through, but it's absolutely stunning. It's like a whole world away from Albania. It's more like Croatia. Careful, Aurora. We weren't planning on jumping into Croatia until tomorrow. We dropped your chew. There you go. You're welcome. Until tomorrow, because obviously as soon as we get into Croatia, we're back using up Schengen time. We've explained this on a vlog a few days ago. However, and we thought it'd be easier to like stay in Montenegro tonight and then just get into Croatia early in tomorrow morning. So we've got like the full day to make progress. We're going to set up the vlog and we're going to cross the border, which I think is only about an hour away, right? Less than that. Yes, we're less than an hour away, but what we didn't film is that we set off on the journey. It was about 2 hours and 20 minutes or something like that to get to the border. And was it to Dubrovnik you routed? Yeah. To Dubrovnik. But Chris suddenly said, like after we'd been driving for like a certain amount of time, said, oh, the time's just gone from 2 hours to 1 hour and 20. And I was like, oh fantastic, we've just made up some great time. Literally 5 minutes later we're pulling up at the Bosnian border control. We were like, wait, what's this? And Chris was like, oh, maybe it's just some sort of military truck. I'm like, no, this is border control. Are we already at Croatia? And he's like, no, we can't be. And then we realised we're crossing over into Bosnia. And if we cross over into Bosnia, we're probably staying in Bosnia tonight, because obviously at that time we weren't planning on getting back into Schengen country. I'm not giving like an opinion on Bosnia. I'm not saying if it is or isn't safe to van life there. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's beautiful. It's just a country that we've specifically not researched. So whenever we go on trips like this, we always make sure we don't just roll into countries. We make sure, like, you know, we do research on the country. And Bosnia is just not a country that we'd researched. And obviously we've got 6 children with us, so we wanted to make sure, like, we didn't want to rush into Bosnia not knowing anything about it, basically. So we decided the best thing to do would be to turn back around, and that's why we are where we are now.
Goodbye, Montenegro.
Hello, Schengen time.
And hello, Croatia.
What's up everybody? You're gonna have to excuse the really disheveled version of me that you're seeing right now, because I've come down with like a virus and I'm feeling proper rubbish right now. We just stopped for the night. It's a bit of a rainy, drizzly one right now. We're on a mad mission. So we've re-entered the Schengen area, we've entered Croatia. The Montenegro border guy official was, because Montenegro is not in the Schengen area, we're supposed to get our passports thoroughly checked at the exit into Croatia. And the Montenegro border police at the borders, you have like the country on this side's border, and then you go a bit down the road and then you've got the next country's border. The next country's border, Croatia, thoroughly checked our passports and stamped us back into the Schengen area. The guy from Montenegro, he didn't care. He was like, it's the funniest thing ever. He literally took our passports from us after texting on his phone for like what felt like an eternity while we were sat there waiting for him to look up at us. And he was like, he took them off me, looked at them, saw they were British, and went, gave them back, and he was like, go. I was like, alright. The most bizarre border crossing we've ever had. But we've just basically hammered it for 3 hours across the border, up towards Split, which is basically where we're stopping tonight. There is a very handy McDonald's right next to where we're stopping tonight, which is, as the girl said, is going to be handy in the morning. But I just wanted to quickly update you on what we're doing basically, and how mad this next few days is going to be, because we've re-entered the Schengen area and we're ticking down days that we don't want to be ticking down because we're trying to save them for something else that's coming up. We basically need to hammer 1,100 miles, like 21 or 21 hours of driving from here all the way back up to the top of Europe to catch a ferry back to the UK. And we need to try and do that in the least days possible, and I'm planning hopefully on doing that within 5 days, including a stop off to see my wonderful hero of an uncle in Germany, which I'm really looking forward to. But it's also going to be so weird because we're going to see such a range of like seasons like we're doing right now. Like when we set off this morning, it was 30 degrees and sunny. And as we've come up, it's now 12 degrees and raining. And as we go further and further north, we're going to just see winter or autumn, late autumn kicking in thoroughly. We're going to see changing colours, we're going to see, you know, beautiful leaves, and we're going to see the temperatures dropping. The diesel heater will probably have to go on, I would imagine, at some point. Not quite yet. But it's cool. It's like going to be a really rapid shoot through Europe. So like from the very bottom of Eastern Europe right to the very top of Europe within a few days. That's the plan anyway. All being well, no mechanical issues, no, I don't know. Although we're doing it smart because we're getting up in the morning, we're having breakfast, and then we're setting off doing a bit of driving whilst everyone's happy. Then we're stopping for lunch and having a play for a couple of hours, and then we do a bit more driving, and then everyone's hungry for dinner, we're stopping for dinner, and then we do like an hour after dinner. So far that's working all good, and looking on the plans and the timings for the roads and stuff, that should work, hopefully. If we have to take a week to do this, then it's all good still, but we want to try and shave off 2 extra days towards what we want to do next, if we can. So we're trying to aim to do it in 5. 4 would be insane, but I don't know if I'm going to pull it off in 4. We'll see. Bottom line is we just want to do it in the least time but most comfortable time for everybody else, so not putting the kids obviously through horrible long drives, which we're not doing, we're not going to be doing, but we want to avoid doing that at all costs. So we shall shortly be back in Le Brick House, and I can't lie, I'm looking forward to it now, especially because I've come down with this, like, I don't know, just a rubbish virus. I just feel rubbish. You know when your body just hurts everywhere? Like my back, oh my goodness me. Anyway, not complaining, because they will laugh at me for definite. But that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to be blending through some insane countries over the next few days. Insane sights, no doubt. I can't wait to see Croatia again in the daytime tomorrow as we're driving through. It's just full of beautiful mountains, beautiful oceans. Croatia is one place I want to come back in the van. On a future trip ASAP, because it's stunning, and it's also really bittersweet that we're blending through all these countries so fast and not able to stop in any of them to enjoy them properly. That really sucks. This time it just wasn't meant to be, and they'll be next, so it's all good. But from me, I will say goodnight, because the rain's picking up and I'm getting wet in a t-shirt out here. So I'll see you in the morning. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Give it a big thumbs up if you're enjoying, and good night.